Hi, I'm Owen from Rask, Australia. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the two reasons people buy shares, which are growth and income. So what is growth investing and what is a growth investor? Now, a growth investor is someone who tries to benefit from the long-term growth of a business and the share price over time. So for example, if I invest in a share today, I think that business is going to grow really well for the next 5 years. So I'll buy shares today and watch the sales and watch the profit go higher over time. So a growth investor is looking at things like sales, looking at the products of a business to try and determine what, if any, growth is going to come of this business in the future. So you can do this yourself. If you go down the street and you notice that there is a particular company that's doing really well, it's selling lots of different things and it's really busy all the time, and hey, those shares or the shares in that company are on the stock exchange, you might be able to go and buy shares and think, I think this is only going to get more profitable and make more sales over time. What is an income investor? An income investor is someone who is focused on dividends and specifically the dividend income that comes from holding shares. So an investor could buy shares in a company expecting to receive a dividend every 6 or 12 months, maybe only once every 12 months, maybe every month. Depending on the company, it depends what type of income or how frequently they're going to receive a dividend. But typically, most companies in Australia pay a dividend every 6 months or every 12 months if they're going to pay one. So a dividend or income investor is looking at companies that are mature, typically mature businesses that have a high dividend yield. So the yield tells you how much are you going to receive as a percentage of the share price. So let's say, for example, a company has a 5% dividend yield. That is comparing the dividend income to the current share price. You've got to be careful because dividends are not guaranteed. It's up to the company's board of directors to determine if or when they'll pay a dividend and how much they will pay. So what type of investing is right for you? Should you be a growth investor or should you be an income investor? Well, just as the little girl says in that famous taco ad, why not have both? As an investor in the share market, you can benefit from the long-term growth of the share market as a whole or individual businesses and get income along the way. That's what makes the share market so great, is it does tend to grow over time while also returning dividends to shareholders. So there are two ways that you can do that. You can bolt together different types of investments in your portfolio. So you can say, this one is for growth, this one is for income. I'm going to put them together. I'm going to add some more income. So I'm going to go and buy a share that pays a dividend. I'm going to add some more growth. I'm going to go and find my next best growth idea and I'm going to put that in my portfolio. That's one way you can do it. The other way you can do it is you can invest in something called an exchange traded fund or ETF. An ETF allows you to invest in a pooled basket of investments all in one investment. So let's say you have $500 or $1,000, you can buy an ETF for Australian shares. And inside that basket, which you've put your $500 into, there will be all different types of shares that might be growing or they might pay dividends or who knows what. Different ETFs have different strategies, but it's a way to get exposure to an idea like income or a different strategy like growth or overseas shares with just one investment. I'd encourage you to go and have a look at our video on ETFs before you start investing in them. So there are many different ways to invest in the share market. Sometimes you get growth, sometimes you get income, sometimes you get both. I'm Owen Raskovich from Rask, Australia. In the next video, we're going to talk about how to build a portfolio from scratch and all of the different things and easy ways that you can do that starting today.